Hello, you beautiful stars. Welcome to my side of the internet. After I did my full moon in Capricorn video, it helped you so much and I had a lot of fun doing it, so I decided to do another pick a card channeled message video for you today. So I am wearing a cheetah print to call in the Leo energy. Venus just went into Leo yesterday. If you are watching this as I'm uploading it, we are currently in Cancer season with Mars and now Venus in Leo. And this week, the first week of July, is going to be very dynamic astrologically. So I just wanted to come on here and give positive messages for your journey. We're all on a journey. It's never ending and we're always on a healing journey, but I just wanted to offer some positivity since we do live in a very polarized world right now. So I'm going to be using oracle cards, tarot cards, as well as channeled messages. So bit of a disclaimer, tarot and channeling is really, I'm just reading your current energies and I'm just giving you confirmation of what you already know, what your higher self has been trying to tell you, but maybe you just needed confirmation, signs, and synchronicities to help you on this journey. I cannot predict your future. I cannot change your life. This is for you to take as, you know, more confirmation of where you are specifically on your journey and to empower you to make decisions based on your authentic truth. So take what resonates and take what does not, and leave what does not resonate, because I'm going to be channeling collective energies. I do offer clarity readings and I will link everything down below in the description box. I also hold weekly moon circles and I have a lot more offerings if you want to check that out in the description box below. But without further ado, I do want to show you the 3 options. Hello, you beautiful souls. Okay, so we have 3 piles today, but first I want you to tune in to your intuition by taking a deep inhale through the nose, starting at the belly. Take a deep inhale here, expanding your lungs, creating space in your heart. Exhale all the air out. Let's do another one. Take a deep inhale from the nose. Clear it out through the mouth. So I want you to feel which pile or which crystal resonates with you. You can also choose by the number 1, 2, or 3. So this will be our first pile here with the peach moonstone. There we go. For our second pile, we have our red jasper, our raw red jasper. And pile 3 is our raw rose quartz. Okay, you can pause the video and you can meditate more if you like. You can head to the description box down below to click on your timestamp and I will see you there. For those of you who picked pile 1 or group 1 with the peach moonstone, I don't know if this is going to focus. This is your reading. So just want to tap into your energies. Spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancient ancestors of pile 1, group 1, please allow me to channel their energies for the highest good of themselves and the highest good of all involved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you picked the peach moonstone, moonstone is a very intuitive stone, and this is actually local. It's raw from New York State. I went to a crystal shop here locally that actually found this very close to where I live. So I feel like you are connecting back to your home, your intuition, your truth, what it is true to yourself. This also helps with inner child healing as it relates to the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is our center of creativity, of divine masculine, feminine energies, of really tapping into our passions and our desires. And as we move into this, as we move throughout the rest of Cancer season, moving into Leo season, I really feel like you are connecting deeper into your emotional body and what makes you emotionally fulfilled, knowing that what you feel and what you can intuit is beyond logical reasoning. It's beyond the mind. You're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, which is a good sign because I'm all about signs and synchronicities, and a lot of this reading I wanted to give you some signs and symbols to help you discern in your everyday waking life in your 3D realm as you're going about your day, to help you know when you are in true alignment. So that's just what I'm getting off the bat from this stone. And I'm gonna do a little bit of book divination with these angel numbers to see what angel number is guiding you at this time. Okay, so please help me tap into the collective energy of pile 1. What is their angel number? What is their angel number? What message do you have for them at this time, Spirit? A very important message for their journey. So 713, write that down. And you can also Google it as well. Type into Google 713. There is a feeling of moving up and moving forward around you at this time. Small synchronicities will lead on to greater miracles. Your faith is paying off and your angels are inviting you to stay aligned with positivity. I love that. Okay, so we're gonna first do the general energy of your reading of what you need to know at this time. And we got exchanging gifts, number 27, which reduces to a 9. And if you are looking for signs, we have the number 2 and 7 here, 27, a 9, or a cat. So cats are very intuitive, they're very independent. And with exchanging gifts here, I feel like you're getting a lot of positive signs from the universe at this time. And if you're thinking like, but I'm not, just know that you are when you can be full in alignment with yourself, and know that when you can tune into your authentic truth and what makes you feel good is when the universe will conspire to give you these gifts, whatever they are. I keep feeling, especially since you picked the moonstone, that the more you can tap into your intuition, and maybe it actually means like literal gifts, like your spiritual gifts, your ability to channel, your ability to listen to your intuition is really going to pay off during this time. Okay, then I asked Spirit, where are you on your journey currently? So we first have journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Oh my gosh. And you picked the moonstone. So the moon might be very significant for you, the phases of the moon and how you use it to manifest, how you use it to release. So we just had a full moon in Capricorn, and we're going into a new moon in Cancer, and this looks like a full moon. So either you are currently releasing what no longer serves you for the new moon, or you are currently manifesting something by the full moon, which will be at the end of July, which I believe is a full moon in Aquarius. Believe in magic. Wow, I love that. Answering the call, the time is now. Okay. Which is perfect for Mars in Leo and Venus in Leo. This is a time, okay, I'm totally getting a message here. Cancer season for you is all, Cancer season, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So you are really tapping into your intuitive gifts. You're really tapping into your intuition and your emotional body. So our emotions and our feelings are in the 4D. The 4D, which is the astral realm. And so when we connect to that, we know the essence of the thing that we want to manifest, and our job is to believe it before we see it. And I know in our 3D reality, in our capitalistic paradigm, we're taught that we have to work hard and that we have to see it before we believe it, but that's just not how the universe works. I have a video about the 12 universal laws, which I'll try to remember to link down below, but I also have a podcast about it. And the universe works in vibration, it works on energy. And when you can connect to that thing that you want at an energetic level first, and you believe it even strongly with your emotions, the time is now. Answering the call. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. Ooh, and there's a peacock and a rainbow, so I don't know if those are other signs for you. Peacocks always remind me of beauty and very Venus energy, very like, let me like shine. Venus in Leo, Mars in Leo is like, this is my time to motherfucking shine. This is my moment. Oh my God, I love that. So a lot of you maybe during the eclipse season that just passed have had this epiphany, this aha moment of all the shit that you needed to release. And now in Cancer season, you're connecting to that thing that you truly want. And Leo season is all about the heart. It's all about what truly makes us want to move forward, what truly wants us to, the passion and the desires, and really grabbing life by the cojones, if you know what I'm saying. Wow, that's so amazing. Okay, so now I asked what areas of your life are being reignited. So we have number 3 with prosperity. I love to see it. And it says, as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. And 3 is the number of the Empress card in Tarot, which is ruled by Venus, bringing things into our material realm. And number 41, which breaks down to a 5, imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Definitely, definitely. I feel like you definitely had some major epiphanies during this eclipse season, and maybe even Mercury retrograde. And now you're like, okay, during this time, I know what I want and I know what makes me feel good. I've tapped into my spiritual gifts, my psychic intuitive gifts. You're tapping into the 4D realm of feelings and imagination. Because as I was just saying, everything starts with believing in magic and your imagination. That's where it starts first. And then your focused attention. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And then obviously with that comes belief. And now you are taking this time to really bring everything into the physical realm, prosperity. So, I mean, what I'm hearing for you, for your journey and like positive messages is like, it's happening. Support is all around you. Whether you believe it or not, you are divinely guided by spirit. So I'm just going to pull some tarot cards. And this deck that I'm using is Mystic Mondays, and I interviewed the founder, Grace Duong, on my podcast, if you want to check that out. It's just so like full circle that I've interviewed a lot of the people that I admire, and now they're such a huge part of my life and what I'm doing now. And what I realized during eclipse season and Mercury retrograde and Saturn still in retrograde is that this is like what I really want to do, is to help people with messages like this. Okay, Spirit, what are some positive messages for Pile 1's journey at this time? What are Pile 1's messages during this time? And I wanted to focus on positive messages because I feel like June was rough. June was a very pivotal time for us collectively, and with the Saturn-Uranus square, with all the eclipses and retrogrades, I feel like we've all been called to change our lives and to truly connect with our inner guidance systems. And I think a lot of you have been feeling that call to share more. Answering the call, the time is now. So whatever you have been thinking about doing, whatever lights your soul on fire, now is the time with all of these energy supporting you. Okay. So I'm going to show you the cards one by one. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I normally don't read reversals, only when I'm called to, but the first card we have is the King of Pentacles here. And again, getting your coin, getting your bag. This is energy of like the CEO, boss babe, boss king, boss queen, boss people, somebody who has worked really diligently and really hard in the material realm to create security, and beyond security, prosperity. Someone who is truly secure in all of the material, but also emotional things, right? Because money can be so triggering for so many people, but I feel like you finally figured out, and maybe with this exchanging gifts too, like you are learning the law, the universal law of when you give, you receive. When you believe that when you can fully be open to abundance, be fully aligned to spirit, that is when you become truly prosperous. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles and the 8. So 8 might also be a number that's significant for you. 8 is the number of infinity. But just notice how she is focusing on that one pentacle. I feel like you're really focusing. I think I said it earlier, where your focus goes, energy flows. Where your attention goes, energy flows. You've really figured out where to put all of your energy, all of your beliefs, your feelings into aligned action to do what it is that you want to do. You're answering the call because the time is now. And then you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords to me embodies Venus in Aquarius. That's me. Which is like, she cuts through all the bullshit. She cuts through all the shit that doesn't matter to seek the truth of who she is, who he is, who they are. Because what is really necessary is to take what she and they, so just take the pronouns as it relates to you, because I'm just channeling energies, the feminine energy, which is more receptive, which is more yin. But in this case, she is the most, I would say, masculine out of all the queens, because she's just like, I'm cutting through all this bullshit. I'm cutting ties with what no longer serves me. and I'm moving forward. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So this is to me like you're finally cracking your heart open, removing what no longer serves you. And the Swords relates to your mental capacity, what you've been thinking about, anxieties. The Ten of Swords depicts here somebody being stabbed in the back. And with this, usually it means heartbreak, but it's reversed. So I feel like you're finally opening up your heart to what you don't see. Oh my gosh. You are opening up to the fact that what you don't see is more real than what you do see in the material realm. And real prosperity comes with when you know who you truly are, beyond the number in your bank account, beyond number of followers, the number of likes, or the blue check, right? Like, I feel like you're finally focusing all of your intentions and your attention on what really matters. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords, which again, like we have divine counterpart energy here. So the masculine and the feminine of the swords. You have a lot of swords and 2 pentacles, which means I feel like in the past, maybe season, you've been focusing a lot about your mental health and how your thoughts literally become your reality. And how when you can expand your imagination, again, like you're realizing the giving and the receiving of the universe, the universal laws. So then we're gonna look at what animal ally is on your side. And if you see this animal, this is a sign that you are in alignment, you're on your path. We have the deer, oh my gosh, another earth energy, I love it. I've been seeing deer so much here. So the deer to me is all about feminine energy, receptive energy. It also reminds me of, for some reason, like mother energy, like very nurturing. This to me feels like if Cancer was an earth sign, even though Cancer is a water sign, obviously, like really taking care and nurturing yourself. And if you live in the Northeast like I do, seeing deer is not hard at this time of year. So definitely ground yourself, listen to your intuition. Again, you pick the moonstone and we have Journey by Moonlight here, believe in magic. And I really feel like when you can tap into your intuition and when you allow your visualization and your imagination come through, it is the key to your prosperity. And the goddess with you at this time is, oh my gosh, she's a fucking boss, Kuan Yin. It's 26 reduces to another 8, so you have 2 8s here. So Kuan Yin is all about compassion, giving yourself compassion. In our capitalistic structures of the modern day world that we've all collectively co-created, we've set up a very one-dimensional way of thinking about prosperity, right? We think of it as, again, like, ooh, sorry, I kicked the camera. We think of it as how much money is in my bank account, power and status, a blue check, number of followers. And I feel like for you, you have to give yourself compassion that maybe your idea of prosperity, your definition of success is not necessarily even in the material realm, but your connection to spirit and your spiritual gifts, and how when you can share that with the world, when you finally step into your like gifts, is when the universe gives you all the prosperity, right? And the key is the goddess in your time is Kuan Yin. I fucking love Kuan Yin. She's so powerful. Maybe this is a sign for you to look her up, look up her energies. So now we're going to ask for any guidance for you. We have 3 Moonology cards, and the first one we have New Moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Which I feel like you already have been doing this. So also the new moon in Scorpio might be a relevant time frame for you. The new moon in Scorpio, it happens in Scorpio season, which I think is either October or November. full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. See? Show the world the real you. And the full moon in Aquarius, I think I mentioned, is at the end of July. And then nothing will come of this situation. Void of course, moon. And I feel like you know what this means. You know what certain belief patterns, the way in which you've thought about prosperity, the way in which you've thought about your journey so far, and what it is that you're actually doing here on earth is not serving you anymore. And that's what's so amazing about eclipse season and during these retrograde seasons is that we get to reflect back on if the journey that we're currently on is serving our greater purpose, but also again, like connecting to our heart space and asking ourselves, is this really what I want to do? Is this really what sets my soul on fire? So I think you've come to the realization, as I've said, during eclipse season and this retrograde season, that you know like what no longer serves you. You know what you needed to release in order for you to get to this point. But all I see here is like prosperity, imagination, reigniting your spiritual gifts, but learning to rely on your intuitive gifts versus what you logically feel. So I hope that helped you on your journey. I send you so much love and blessings, and remember that prosperity is on your journey. So I send you so much love. Bye! If you chose pile 2, group 2, this is your reading, or the raw red jasper, which is a personal favorite of mine. It's raw, which I rarely see. So I'm just going to tune into your energies, spirit, ancient ancestors, angels and archangels, and the higher selves of group 2. Please help me to channel the energies for the highest good of all involved. Thank you, amen. Thank you, amen. Thank you, amen. So if you've picked this crystal, and what I'm getting right away is the needing to root yourself, ground yourself. Maybe you're working on your root chakra because this crystal has a lot to do with safety and security and feeling rooted and secure in your own body and in your own journey. So these messages are for any signs and synchronicities that you can see that will help you on your journey, and any messages that will come forward, because when we're on our journey, we're kind of relying on our higher selves and our spirit and our ancient ancestors, our ancestors that have just transitioned, and our angels and archangels to help us guide us along the way. But sometimes we get so trapped in this matrix, this 3D, right, that we forget that we have that at our fingertips. But yeah, that's what I'm getting right away, but I guess we can start. So I asked for a general energy of your reading, where you are on your journey right now, or any guidance. So pay attention, because some of these signs and synchronicities and numbers might appear in your everyday life beyond this reading. So we have number 15, message in a bottle. I love this card. Whenever I get this card, it is, oh, it just it just like warms my soul. So what I'm getting right away, this breaks down to a 6, which is, you know, harmony, and what I'm getting right away is maybe you have been waiting for some clarity, you've been waiting for a message from somebody or something, or maybe you've been waiting to get accepted, or a job, or university, or you've just been waiting. But I think Spirit is asking you, which I really get annoyed when Spirit says this to me, so I totally get it, to flow, right? This is Cancer season. It's all about being in the flow, being in our intuition, being in our feels, our emotional body. But before I start that, I forgot to do the angel number book divination. So I'm going to give you an angel number for you to take with you and any divine messages that come through. This is for pile 2. What do they need to know at this time, Spirit? Any messages that will help them on their journey. Pile 2, pile 2. Okay, 176. The universe is inviting you to be clear about your intentions as they are not clear at this time. Open up a dialogue with God. So what's interesting is as I was starting to channel your energies, like I felt like short of breath. So I feel that a lot of you are being called to open up your heart space more, do a little breath work. Again, grounding your energies so that you could be fully present in your body, fully present in the moment. Because I also get this feeling that a lot of you want to say something. A lot of you want to communicate something to somebody or somebody about your needs or your boundaries, or maybe you want to tell somebody, because I'm getting like a slight like heart flutter. Telling somebody that you like them, making the first move. Now there's a lot of you that I'm channeling for, so just take what resonates and leave what does not, but that's what I'm getting right away. So this message in a bottle could also be you. Like you are the message and you want to send this to somebody. So what's holding you back? Or you feel like at this point in your journey you need more information, and you feel kind of stuck, like you can't move. You feel very stagnant. I don't know if there's any fixed signs who are watching this right now. Fixed signs being Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo, which we're getting into fixed energies with Saturn in Aquarius square Taurus in Uranus, and then we're gonna have a T-square with Mars and Leo, which is a lot of fixed energies. But I think how to move through this, again, I said, is through Cancer season, is feeling into our emotional body and opening up a dialogue with spirit. And that's what actually all of my work is about, is helping people connect to source, connect to spirit, connect to the divine, and ask for signs and synchronicities. Okay, so we're going to ask, where are you currently on your journey? So, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Okay, so a lot of you feel right now that not that you're stuck, but that you are afraid to move forward in some capacity. That you feel like you need to get more clarity and information about where you need to go, what direction to take. Maybe you have some squares with Neptune, because Neptune is in Pisces, now it's retrograde, which does make things a little foggier if you know how to read your birth chart. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're just like, what do I do? Okay, watching back, watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. So to counterbalance this energy of like not knowing what to do, a lot of you are just surrendering, which is good. A lot of you are just like, I'm just going to wait for divine guidance. But again, like what the angel message said was to connect with God, to connect with divine guidance, so that you know which way to go. And you can actually only do that. You can only manifest. You can only talk to spirit and the divine in the present moment when you are in a relaxed state, which is something that I never realized until I actually took rest more seriously and sleeping more seriously, because I used to work in private equity finance in New York City, and I just never gave my body the enough time and allowing myself to relax, that I was constantly going and going and going and hustling, that I didn't know the concept of resting. So I never knew how to receive messages and downloads, and it was always when I was traveling or when I was on, you know, when I was relaxed, that I would hear spirit. So I really feel like in order for you to hear spirit more, in order for you to connect with the divine on the direction you need to take resting more seriously. And I know that is really hard in our capitalistic society right now that makes us feel like we have to constantly be on the go. But I love seeing this. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So you are at this beautiful point in your life right now when you are, yes, you are at this, like, you know, we all are collectively, right? At this place where we're like, oh my gosh, the road that I'm on is very confusing. I don't know how fast or how slow I can go. And that's just because we've been conditioned to see and trust in the outer realm versus the inner realms. But you are doing this now. You are trusting in the signs and synchronicities. You are trusting in your abilities to rest, to receive. Yeah, I feel like I constantly have to take a deep breath with you. I feel like a lot of you would benefit from earthing, from putting your feet onto earth, and to do breath work. For sure. Okay, so now we're going to see what areas of your life are being activated at this time. So we have passion, number 11. I love to see 11. It's a master number of an alignment. So you also might have some activations going on in your Leo house. Just see what house Leo is currently transiting, Mars and Venus. Rise, passion, rise up. Inflame my purpose, reach the sky. Okay. And then number 45, dream, sweet sleep, dream. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. So again, you have this lie back, rest and relax thing. So maybe you are all having some pretty amazing lucid dreams. Maybe you have really prophetic dreams like I do. Maybe you're lucid dreaming. Maybe you were getting signs and symbols in your dreams. But I feel like spirit is really asking you to rest more. And I know that sounds very counterintuitive, again, for the way that in which we've been brought up, but the more you can rest. And also when I dream and I have prophetic dreams like that, or if somebody shows up in my dream or I see signs and symbols, I always write them down, because our dream world is the subconscious realm, and our subconscious realm tells us things that our conscious mind is continually like not seeing the signs of. So I feel like spirit is communicating with you. The universe is sending you messages. You're just not necessarily paying attention to them in your conscious world. But I think that's why spirit is asking you to rest and relax, because when you do that, your body is out of the sympathetic nervous system and it's going into the parasympathetic nervous system. And when you can relax is when you get these miracles, or when you realize miracles in your life. And doing things that give you passion. Okay, so we're going to ask the tarot now. And I'm using the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and I I interviewed Grace Duong, the founder of this tarot deck, on my podcast, so make sure to check that out. Yeah, definitely do grounding work. Okay. Let's ask. Spirit, what do you need them to know on this stage of their journey? What do you need pile 2 to know on their journey at this time? What do you need pile 2 to know? I'm getting really hot. The passion's coming up. Okay, some of you definitely have like a lot of passions that you want to bring forth, but you just don't know how yet. Spirit, what do you need pile 2 to know about their journey currently? Okay. Damn. So I don't read reversals unless I feel called to do that. Whew, I'm getting really hot with your group. Oh, I'm wondering if there are any Leos in this group watching this. Okay. Here we go. We're starting your reading off with the Ace of Cups. Now, everything that I read is from the Hermetic sciences, from the Hermetic technologies of as within, so without. So there's many interpretations and many signs and many messages that are coming through because I'm reading for a collective. But first of all, I feel like what you are currently, your journey that you're currently on right now is to truly fill your own cup. This is the Holy Grail. This is the offering to yourself of what truly ignites your passion. I feel very much, I feel very much now you're realizing, maybe even after this eclipse season, maybe even after this retrograde, Mercury retrograde, that you realize the thing that you truly want, the desire, and this could be love, because this is usually a sign of an offering for love, but I'm interpreting this for most of you as an offering for yourself. Really, really leaning into self-care, really resting. And what I mean by self-care, I don't just mean like bubble baths and mani-pedis and like, you know, all of that pop culture nonsense. I truly mean following your passions. Like, that's how you give to yourself, is to do the things that you fucking love to do, actually. The Six of Pentacles, we have another 6. The first 6 came out with the Message in a Bottle. This breaks down to a 6. This is like equal give and take. 6 is the number of harmony. 6 is the number of things flowing, right? And Pentacles means like your material things, but also what makes you feel grounded. Again, we started your reading off with the oh my god, why is it leaving my mind? The red jasper, which is all about grounding. Maybe you've been rocked by this retrograde season and this, oh, my heart is palpitating again, this eclipse season. And so maybe you are finally opening yourself up to truly what gives back to your soul. Again, I think I said it in the beginning of like, your heart is opening, your heart is expanding. You're truly understanding that when you give to yourself in a way that's truly fulfilling and nourishing, you get that back towards you. And now we have the Knight of Cups. And again, this could signify a person coming in with an offer of love. This could signify someone coming in with an offer of this Ace of Cups, because if you notice on this card, he is holding this cup. But this could also be yourself being that knight in shining armor of those like romanticized, you know, TV shows and books of like waiting for somebody to give that to you, and you could give that to yourself. You can fill your own cup. You can fill your own destiny. You can fill your own passions and desires. Asking yourself, what truly makes my heart set on fire, right? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which I love to see this card, because the Nine of Pentacles talks about empowerment, talks about luxury. I think about the Empress card with this too, because it's all about really enjoying all the fruits of your labor. You know, you've come all the way to 9, which again, you have 9 here with 45. You've finally realized like what it is that you want. And now it's time to go get that bag. And at the bottom of the deck is Justice, which is Libra energy, which does remind me of relationships, because Libra is an air sign that signifies the equal balance of how you relate to somebody, right? But this also really, to me, again, is all about the balance, the Six of Pentacles. Like when I give to myself, there's an equal exchange from the universe. Oh my God, I love this. I love the cards that you got, because this is the key to everything, is to give to yourself. So this is the animal ally for you. Make sure that you pay attention to see when this animal shows up for you. That means you're in alignment. And for you, we have the tiger. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. And notice how I'm wearing this leopard to call in the Leo energy. And I know this is the tiger. And this is from the Wild Unknown Tarot Animal Spirit Guide deck. And I know this is related to the moon, like lunar energies. And this tiger has a crescent moon on its third eye. And this is related to the fire element, which is why I felt so much like fire energy from this group. Because I feel like there's a lot of passion. And I think you're really leaning into your intuition. And I can't help but notice the signs and synchronicities. But there is a crescent moon on all 3 of these cards. See? Crescent moon, crescent moon, crescent moon. And you're really leaning onto your intuition at this time. So the goddess who is helping you on this journey is Demeter, Nurturer, 11. Holy fuck. 11. Justice is 11. Okay, you might be seeing 1111. Damn. And Demeter is in astrology signified by the asteroid Ceres. So you might want to research about Ceres, but Ceres is the goddess of fertility, of the crops, of the spring and the summer. And it's very, very much about fertility, which again, I was saying about the Nine of Pentacles. It's like this energy of like you're going to nurture yourself during this moment in time, during this Cancer season. You're going to give yourself all the things that you need and that nourish you to help you move through this time. I love that. So now we have 3 guidance cards from the Moonology deck. And full moon in Libra, holy shit, what? A win-win outcome is forecast. Everybody, okay, the signs and synchronicities, I fucking love to see it. So yeah, I mean, you got the fucking Nine of Pentacles. I curse a lot. I'm just getting so excited. Okay, like a win-win outcome is forecast. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Yes, and we right now have a South Node in Sagittarius. So again, with the eclipses, maybe we're releasing something from your past. Then we have a full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. I knew I could feel the fire signs. I'm a sun in Aries, so I know your energy. I know the fiery energy within. Okay, group 2, well, I hope those messages helped you, and I hope that you know you are being divinely protected and guided at this time. Thank you so much. Bye. Beautiful, beautiful pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. If you chose the raw, that's my New York accent coming out, the raw rose quartz. I don't know if it's going to focus, maybe not. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly tap into your energies. Spirit guides, angels and archangels, ancient ancestors, please help me to channel the energies for pile 3, group 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so most people who chose or choose rose quartz think of it as unconditional love, the stone of love, but I'm feeling more for you empowerment, stepping into your own power. And yes, unconditional love and love for oneself helps us do that, but I'm feeling on this particular point of your journey, you are really stepping into your badassness. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to do some book divination to find the angel number that corresponds to your journey at this time. So spirit guides, ancestors, angels and archangels, please help me to channel the message for group 3, pile 3. What do they need to know at this time? Okay, 13. Trust that the steps on your path are unfolding as they should and are serving your expansion. Motherfucking yes. Exactly. Trust that the steps on your path are unfolding as they should and are serving your expansion. Wow. Whoa, which is exactly the kind of energy I was feeling. And as I said that, it was 222. So I don't know if you've been seeing 222 often in conjunction with 13, which is the divine feminine number. So I just pulled for you the overall energy of your journey at this moment in time. And we have Observer 49, which reduces to a 13. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So a spirit animal for you could be a fox. I know the fox has been following me a lot lately, and the fox represents intuition of knowing things beyond this physical realm because it's a nocturnal animal. And there's also a crescent moon there, which is also about intuition. And so observer to me means that, again, you're stepping into your power and you're just being the observer. You're not necessarily reacting. You're not necessarily having your outer realm define who you are at this time. Maybe a lot of things have been released from the South Node in Sagittarius, wherever that's hitting your natal chart. And you're like, okay, clearly what has been serving me up to this point is not serving me anymore. And now I'm just observing what needs to be released so that I can truly build a solid foundation on, oh, and my heart just fluttered, which also happened to group 2. I think because I'm also holding this rose quartz, I feel like you're definitely stepping into more heart expansion, opening your heart space in a way that has never been opened before. Whew. Damn. Okay. So your group, which is interesting because your group was talking about expansion, and so we got 4 cards for you about where you are in your journey, which the other groups only got 3. So the first card we have, embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. So you can also have butterflies as your spirit animals. I feel like a lot of you again have been noticing that when you speak words of affirmation, when you speak mantras, that you're noticing positive effects in your life. Again, the observer. Then we have joy and delight. With open your heart to joy. Didn't I just say that you were opening up your heart? That's wild. I love when synchronicities happen. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. And then finally we have wandering path, enjoying the journey. And there's another fucking fox there. OMG. So fox, this might actually be my pile. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I feel like you are being called, if not already, to enjoy the journey versus the destination, because you are already there. Everything exists because we live in a multiverse, because we live throughout multiple timelines and realities. Time is only a figment of our ego imagination. There is actually no such thing as time. Everything is happening in this quantum field. And when you can enjoy the journey, you have 3 cards that talk about like enjoyment. So like embracing enthusiasm, wandering path, enjoy the journey, embracing enthusiasm. It's like you're being called to enjoy the road. I'm feeling like a lot of you might have significant Capricorn placements, maybe Capricorn risings, Capricorn moon, or even Capricorn sun, or maybe you're being very affected by this Saturn retrograde, because I just know personally Capricorns are always like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen for me? Or it takes so much work to make it happen, or why does everybody get to reap the rewards of their success and I'm continually working? Well, I think you're being guided to just enjoy the journey, because that's actually what life is all about. Life isn't about the destination. Because again, what I was saying, everything happens in this quantum field. You're being guided to enjoy the moment to moment, the everyday. You know, our society, and I want to really stop blaming society for everything, but our societal, cultural, like how we were brought up, how we were raised, is to put so much emphasis and significance on these milestones, right? Like graduating from high school, going to college, graduating from college, getting married, having a baby, but we don't necessarily celebrate the day-to-day and giving thanks and gratitude for what we experience on the day-to-day basis. Whew. I didn't mean that to be a pep talk, but I just feel like a lot of you are maybe just like also observing everyone else having more success than you, and you're like, when is it fucking my time? Okay, so now we're going to look at the areas of your life that are going to be activated during this time. And we have best possible decision, Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known, number 18, which breaks down to a 9. I don't know if this is going to focus. And divine guidance, whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind, 38, which breaks down to an 11. Yay, I love this. I mean, yes, the 2 places you're being activated is to trust the divine timing of your life. And I know everybody hates hearing people say that, but you're being divinely guided. So maybe you're thinking like, what the heck? Like, why am I not getting the things that I want? Why are my manifestations not coming through? It's because you're being divinely guided. I read in a book somewhere recently that rejection is actually divine protection, that spirit is holding the thing that you want so that something better can come along. And a lot of us manifest thinking that what we want is what's good for us, but in actuality, spirit has a full picture view of what is best for us, knows what is coming down the line, which I really believe with this best possible decision, help me see what must be known. Okay, so now I'm going to pull some tarot cards for further information about your journey. And I am using the Mystic Mondays Tarot. And I interviewed the founder on my podcast, so make sure to check her out. Spirit, angels and archangels, please help me to channel the energies of group 3, pile 3. What do you need them to know on this journey? Okay. Okay, this is so interesting. So the first card we have is 11 with Libra energy, the Justice card. And this also came out for group 2, so I don't know if you also were thinking about group 2, because I'm feeling very similar energies, and it was 11-11 when I said that. But this is all about bringing into balance something in your life, bringing into justice, but justice can mean so many different things, right? But what I'm thinking of in this reading, because your bottom deck energy is the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold. And it could be maybe a lot of you experienced a lot of financial loss, or you're feeling insecure about your finances, or maybe you feel lonely. Again, I'm really channeling a lot of Capricorn energy, a lot of feeling lonely, or feeling like just feeling a little lost on this path. And if you notice, there are 5 pentacles on this doorway, but she's looking the other way. And I think, again, Spirit is really asking you to look at what you do have versus what you don't have. Can't help but look at this too, the Observer. Really focusing on what you want versus what you don't want. And that is how you will bring balance back. And always know, especially since we're in Cancer season, right? It's all about our emotional body. It's all about connecting to the 4D. What we want is, again, as I was saying, what we want is already out there. It's just a matter of balancing some part of our lives. So I feel like maybe some of you are just like really focusing on what you've lost in the past, or maybe you're focusing on the past too much. But now you're being, you know, you're being asked to like pivot. That's what's coming up. Actually, that's what's like coming in my mind. That Friends episode with Ross, if you have not seen it, you have to watch that scene. So Ross is you know, he just bought a new sofa and he doesn't want to pay the money to deliver his couch, so he asks Rachel and Chandler to help him move the couch. And that might be you actually with this 5 of Pentacles. Like, you're very frugal and you're very material minded, but anyway, he's like yelling pivot, and Chandler's like shut up. So like, you might either be Ross or Chandler in this situation. You might be, Spirit is maybe asking you to pivot your point of awareness, you know, like enjoy the journey and you're like, shut up, I just want to see the thing already. Or you might be the other way around, where you know you have to pivot, but like your mind is going crazy. I also get a lot of like air energy here, like air signs, because I feel like you have like maybe Virgo, analysis paralysis, like you don't know which direction to take, you don't know what to do because there's so many options, and spirit is just like, shut up, because spirit is saying you're being divinely guided. And sometimes what we oh my god, my heart is pounding again, what we really need to connect to is our heart space. And that is like a lot of the messages that have been coming through for the collective in general, all three piles, is connecting to your heart space during Cancer season and connecting to your passions and like what really drives you forward. Next, you have the Four of Pentacles, which also talks about control, needing to maybe hoard. And this is the shadow side of this card, is when you feel like financially insecure, you tend to hoard, you tend to like, you know, take everything and like being like, I can't give away a pentacle because I'm like, you know, too financially scared. But this can also be about like you're trying to build up a financial foundation for yourself. 4 is the number of foundation, and pentacles being like security of some kind. Then you have, so beautiful, the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you're starting something new, maybe you're starting a new idea, entrepreneurially or financially, or an offer is coming your way. I'm channeling current energies right now, so take this as it resonates, because again, time is very fluid. But I feel like what this really means with the Star card here, again, I was channeling air energy and you have Libra and Aquarius showing up here. I feel like spirit is this hand. Spirit is offering you this pentacle, being like, no, you need to be hopeful. You need to be inspired. The Star is like after the Tower, right? After like everything in your life has been stripped away. Maybe you all had a Tower moment. And now it's like, you know, when it's dark is when we see the stars, when we have hope, when we have inspiration. And this is a very healing card. I feel like a lot of you are healing. Maybe you're healing your scarcity mindset. Maybe you're healing your feelings about money. And I don't know why money keeps coming through. I think it's because you have the 5 of Pentacles with the Pentacles here. And I was channeling Capricorn energy. But I feel like, again, Spirit is asking you to check yourself. Spirit is really like calling on you to enjoy the present moment, enjoy the path. You're definitely transforming, as I could see here with the butterflies. And also the collective message for all three groups is to check in with your connection with spirit and with divine guidance. Wow. Okay, so now we're going to see what animal ally is on your side. Make sure you pay attention to the signs and synchronicities and see if this animal shows up. That means that you're in alignment with your path at this time. So for you, we have the otter. Oh, I love seeing the otter. Oh, and this is water energy. Yeah, connecting to your emotions. The otter, I think in the Wild Unknown Animal deck, talks about partnerships. And you have the Libra card, so maybe ask for help. It could be with, again, divine guidance here. Or it could be from your partner, it could be from a friend. Oh, I love this. And otters are harder to spot, at least from where I live in the Northeast. So if you see an otter, know that you are in alignment. And now we're going to see what goddess is your ally at this time on your journey. And we've got Alliance with Hera, number 20. Oh, fuck. Yes. Again, with the Libra energy. Wow. Okay. So maybe spirit... Okay, no. Definitely. You are being asked to have an alliance with spirit 100%. Like 100%. You are being asked to connect to spirit in a way you never have been, ever. Okay, like here with the fox looking up at the moon, maybe you've been looking too much on your material realm. Maybe you've been focusing too much on what is physically apparent to you in the 3D, but what you're being asked right now is to connect more with spirit. Yes, 100%. I mean, again, with the divine guidance card, damn. And that's harder for earth signs to do. That's harder for people who are more like grounded into the material realm. But again, you chose the rose quartz, which is all about divine guidance. And what I was saying is you're truly embodying who you truly are. You're stepping up. That's amazing. Okay, now lastly, we have advice from the moon, the Moonology deck, and we're going to also see any significant time periods. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So I don't know if there's any Tauruses here, Tauri. Definitely felt that earth energy. Okay. First quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. Okay. And disseminating moon, time to breathe out. Yeah, I feel that really deeply with this group too. Yeah, I think that, I don't know why I keep getting this message that like where you are at, and a lot of you might get annoyed at me when I say this because you're like, okay, but like where is it? A lot of where you are at is so close on the 4D. It's like you are in the 4D, like you can feel it, you can touch, you can sense it, you can intuit, you can connect to it. But now what you're being asked to do is to trust in the divine. You're being asked to trust. Your commitment is being tested. And as I said that, it was 22 minutes. 22. Yeah, and your dreams need a practical plan, which is interesting because this group, I feel like you are practical. I feel like you are that earth energy. Practical means something different to everybody. Speaking from a fire sign. But this could be very significant. Full moon in Taurus is happening, I believe, in November. So that could be a significant time period for you. Or you can be Taurus. And take time to breathe out. Yeah, make sure that you're really taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're really taking care of your body at this time. And try to detach from your ego perceptions of what's happening in this world and really try to connect to your heart space. Okay, group 3, pile 3, I hope this helped. Let me know in the comment section if this resonated with you, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. Much love to you all.